what happens in any project is that the moment people mention a project, you start hearing sounds in your head. Already, I am hearing sounds in my head, and once in a while I'll fiddle around on the guitar, maybe I get some ideas. Well, for years, this is something I wanted to do, like I told you when we discussed this earlier, is that to take the risk of, risk and joy of playing live to a film. Like, for example, when I'm doing music for documentary, I rarely, if ever, use my guitar. So then it becomes a more composer-oriented thing rather than a performance. Many times people have asked me, why don't you get an Indian flute player or an Indian vocalist, have the obligatory alap and all that, and then but to me that has never appealed to me. See, I was very lucky when I grew up, because we had all kinds of music at home. So while growing up I heard lots of Indian classical, lots of Western classical, a lot of jazz, besides the pop and Beatles and all that we were listening to anyway. So all that stuff was there, it's happening, and those sounds go into your brain. That is one thing I always wanted to explore, is that just to be able to go on stage and just play music, without talking about anything, without even necessarily having a framework. I watched the film as many times as I could, but I did not play along with the film all the time, because then there's a danger of being too fixed, because the situation there would be very different from the situation in my house with the audience around and everything, and you have to leave some space for that to both frighten you and excite you, To me it was more like really opening up, and it's both ways, both for the artists. It's not just the artists came and opened up the villagers' minds in a certain way. I'm sure the artists are going to take back a lot from the people they met, the faces they've seen, the humor that happens, whether you're having chai in a tea shop or just walking down the street, or conversations with the taxi guys and all that. It all becomes very beautiful, I think.